Sullivan off his right. Oh, Chicane. Oh, I do not believe that. Harry. Oh, this is getting better and better and better. It's Torres holding him tightly. In the Champions League final. The headline has been written.
Hello and welcome to the V2 Football Podcast. I'm your host this week, Shane Lees, and joining us we've got Anthony Kendrick back.
Thank you. Hi.
Hey. We've got Nick Davey.
Yeah, good evening.
We've got Richard Hero Hudson.
Good evening.
And we've got Chris Lappin.
Good evening.
Okay, we're going to get straight in with the very depressing news that Gary Neville is now a football manager at Valencia.
Hooray!
And that is
For
depressing
him, but
news.
Not good for Sky Sports.
Yeah, because Monday Night Football. That's no more, and no commentary, no Neville commentary.
But he's the best pundit.
But we've
there
still
is.
got Jamie Carragher, though.
Well, he needs subtitles.
The only reason Jamie Carragher was good was because Gary Neville was there too. Otherwise, he's just an annoying scouse knob.
I think we've lost the best pundit there is on TV, to be honest with you.
I'm one of the best commentators.
And I'm going to assume Henri's going to replace him on Monday Night Football.
Oh, but that's not the same. It's not. They don't have the same
all
dynamic.
right, but I think they could get someone else. Maybe they should get Jamie Redknapp. He's quite good because he once said Joe Hart.
That's too much Liverpool again.
Yeah, I mean,
I think they might get Scholes or someone in, or
I would
one
hope
of
so, because the reason Carragher and Neville worked so well is because it was Liverpool and United. They actually had banter as well as knowing their stuff. With
That was
Henri,
a bit boring though.
it
I'd
would be a bit
maybe go for
respectful, wouldn't it?
Owen
You
Hargreaves.
watch Skulls on that
Nicky Butt.
City show. He's quite funny. So.
Nicky Butt.
Okay, but right, we'll not talk about the punditry too much, even though I'm sure we're all disappointed about that. But Gary Neville to Valencia, do we think he can be a success there?
Yeah.
It's a tricky one. From what I've read up on it, Valencia fans are along the lines of sort of Real Madrid for being notoriously difficult to keep happy. The fact that he doesn't speak pretty much a word of Spanish, it's quite clear that he's been brought in there because he's Peter Lim's mate.
Is he being brought in because...
Doesn't Phil Neville speak a
Doesn't
bit of
have the
Spanish? Don't he? He's got Phil Neville.
Yeah, Phil Neville's been learning Spanish. He's been coaching there for a while.
And he's got his Spanish coaches, so he could just get them to translate what he wants.
He's promoted the youth team manager up to the first team. He's going to be involved in the coaching, and he's Spanish. So.
To be fair, though, I think when you're on the training ground, getting your messages across is not too difficult. I know I was sick because you can sort of pull them to one side and everything, and it will get through. It's just when you're on the dugout on a match day, that must be a bit more difficult because you have to sort of scream a message across, and obviously, that might be a bit difficult. But
I think the sort of the other way around as well is like how many sort of foreign managers come into the English game.
Well, yeah, that's what they always say, isn't it? It's easy to get
Pochettino,
yeah.
He couldn't speak it for a bloody year.
Even though you like most managers, perhaps that come into our game, they might not know English. Pretty much everyone in the world knows a bit of English.
Yeah, they know a moderate amount. Spanish is only really done
Spanish
across the continent.
What will Gary Neville know? He'll know how to order 2 beers.
I have to say, the translation thing will be interesting, especially if Phil Neville's translating, because it will be translating a thick Mancunian accent into a slightly less thick Mancunian accent with broken Spanish.
What is it? Paddy Powder said all he needs to know is what night's chippy night.
So,
Apparently
did you see the tweet he sent out? Phil Neville sent out. He said, I'm exercising on the beach, but he said, I'm masturbating on the beach.
Okay, but right, seriously though, Gary Neville as an appointment, do we think this is like the right step for him, or maybe should he have taken a smaller club and tried to work from there if he was going to try and go into management? Clearly he was. Do we think he's gone to a right kind of club to develop abroad? What do we think on this?
Am I right in saying he's claimed he's turned down like several jobs in like the last 2 years in England? A lot. I mean, more than several. I mean, shitloads. I mean, like about 20 to 40.
I think going to England would have been the easy option for him because he could have probably got a Premier League job pretty easily. I think he's been brave in what he's done. I think going to a country. I think if you look at what David Moyes did at Sociedad, like he was criticised for his lack of Spanish. He didn't learn Spanish properly. Like some of the players knew English, but there was a big problem with that. I think what he's done is very brave, and I think he'll do well. But I think he could have quite easily got a decent Premier League job and just played it safe. But he's not done that.
Well, it might have been brave, but was it necessarily wise? Was it a correct decision? Because, as we said, he could have got a Premier League job. Valencia, it's a difficult country to go and manage in Spain, especially if you're an Englishman. They don't like us very much. The Spanish do not like us. It's a difficult crowd to go and please, and his tactics may not end up being to the favour of the Spanish crowds, who like a very particular brand of football. Whereas with an English club, he's already got good credit in this country. He could have, maybe, if it had gone a bit bad, he coasted off it. I think in Spain, they're going to be prone to turn on him very quickly, and it could be a very disastrous first start.
Turn on him, but he is pretty much bestest buds with the chairman.
And hasn't he got his first game on Sky?
Well, they played Barca at the weekend, but that's not going to be on.
No, his first game's the Champions League.
I think he has to worry a bit more about the Spanish press rather than the English press. If anyone's going to save him, it will be the Spanish press and not that. But he has said he wants to emulate Mauricio Pochettino. That's the manager he said he most wants to emulate.
Because he's amazing.
I'd say he's
I think he's amazing, man.
I think he's done a really good job.
He's pretty good. He's all right.
Now he's at a big club, he's doing all right.
Go fuck yourself. I think Pochettino gets a lot of credit, but I think Pochettino's problem, and I know for some reason we're now talking about Pochettino, is he does very well with the lesser players. Like he did at Southampton, he brought through players who nobody thought were going to be that good and made them quite good. He's done the same at Tottenham. Not sure how he is when it comes to the best players. Not sure he can properly motivate them. But yeah, talking about Gary Neville, he wants to sort of have the sort of the pressing system, similar to Jurgen Klopp, that kind of thing, quick passing. I don't know.
Valencia is a team that, they're in ninth at the moment, but they're a team that really should be doing better.
I think
it's a big club. It's a very big club.
Like an Everton, aren't they? An Everton or Tottenham.
They're 5 points off the Champions League, aren't they?
They're a bit like a Liverpool. Every year they think it's their year.
Yeah, I would say they're a Liverpool level, but they've got some very decent young players coming through. They've got Alcazar, or whatever he's pronounced, the forward, and Gaia at the back. Both who are breaking into the Spanish team and both are absolute quality.
I can't really name any Valencia players.
Negredo they've got, who's not involved in the team.
He's quality.
Well, he's not getting in the team at the moment.
What, the Beast?
That's what. He's got the wrong agent. He's not got George Mendes, so he can't play there at the moment.
Okay, I want us to move on.
George Mendes.
I want us to move on from this discussion, but I will put a little vote out for our panellists here. Who thinks Gary Neville will last more than 2 years at Valencia? And when I say last, I mean not getting sacked, not moving on of his own accord, that sort of thing. So who thinks he'll be there for longer than 2 years?
Who thinks he's going to get a contract at the end of the season?
Well, yeah, that stuff too. More than 2 years, that's the question. Who thinks he'll be there for that long?
I don't think he will, but I think he'll leave of his own accord.
Yeah, I reckon.
I agree on that.
I think if he does well, he'll be the next United manager.
I hope he'll be the next United manager.
I reckon he'll be the next England manager.
I think he'll be sacked by this time next year. I think it is so difficult to please the Spanish crowds, especially of the big clubs. I think it was like Moyes underestimated how quickly they'd turn against him. And I just... As much as I'd want him to be a success, and I really do, I'd really like Gary Neville as a coach for England, as a pundit, I just think for Englishmen in Spain, particularly, they do not like us. It will take so little to put the crowds on his back. So I'll be the voice of opposition on that one and say that.
I'm a boss ass bitch, 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 bitch.